Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Shimmy Bar Life. It is a beautiful morning this morning, so I cannot wait to get started. It's a nice breeze coming through and it just feels really good out here. Again, as a reminder, I am outside, so you're going to hear some noises. My neighbor's going to work, the birds chirping, and the squirrels running behind me. Although they're kind of quiet today, so which is a good thing. So I hope you're feeling well, hope you're doing good. If you've been following my videos, you may be a little sore right around here and possibly right around your shoulder areas, especially if you've been doing the planks. For today, we're going to start off with our warm-up standing up, and that explains why I'm standing up. We're going to begin at the end of our mat. I want to make sure that I'm still on the camera. Don't have my head cut off. There I am. So we're going to stand right here. Right now my feet are underneath my hips, shoulders, and I'm standing nice and tall. Right now just take a few inhales and exhales just to get the body ready. Fill the lungs up with air and just exhale. A few more times. Last breath right here. Now for this next one, it's going to be a little different. We're going to inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale. We're going to roll ourselves down towards the mat on the exhale. On the inhale, you're going to walk yourself into a plank. You're going to hold it right there. On the inhale, you're going to walk yourself back. On the exhale, roll it up. We're going to do that 3 more times. Take your time with this one. You're warming up the spine, getting the body ready, and let's begin. More times. And one more time. On this last one, we're going to hold it at the plank. So we're going to hold it right here. Now we're going to go ahead and do a side plank. Now notice my arm. It went on the diagonal. And I hold this side plank. And just hold it for a few breaths. Engage that core. Lift up those hips as you hold it. One more breath. And slowly come back down. Other side. Hold it nice and strong. A few more breaths. And come back to that plank. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Big toes together. Knees apart, and come into a child's pose. Take a few breaths. Come up to tabletop. We're still warming up that spine. Reminder on tabletops: shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knees. Watch your alignment. Engage that core. Let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, arch that back up. Exhale, tuck it all in. 3 more times. come back, sit on your heels, and take a little breather. How are you feeling? You should be feeling nice and warm, nice and strong. Again, if you've been doing my videos, the last one, we did quite a bit of planking. Your shoulders should have that nice feeling of just working out really hard, a nice soreness. If your shoulders are hurting in a bad way, I would eliminate planking. Go ahead and do a different stretch, or you could always fast forward this video to the next exercise. Please listen to your body. We're gonna go ahead and stand up on our knees. We're gonna do some spinal twists here. Engage that core. The sun is beginning to rise if you notice. Spread your wings. On an inhale, you turn so slowly. On the exhale, come back home. Inhale, turn. Exhale. Inhale, turn. Good job. Exhale. And last set right here. Just fill up your lungs with air. Take your time. Don't rush this one. Take your time. And slowly release. Go ahead and shrug those shoulders up on the inhale. Exhale down. Three more times, shrug them up on the inhale. And one more time. And slowly release. We're gonna go back to that plank, and we're gonna do what they call leg pulls. Now for this one, be very mindful. You could go ahead and do it on your forearms. You could definitely put one knee on the mat as you extend the other leg. I'm going to go ahead and do the first one to show you what I'm doing. So right now, my hands, again, the alignment, come into that plank. When you are ready, one leg lifts. That's option one. Option two. Option three. Option four. So you have four options. Pick the one that's best for you. As I mentioned before in all my videos, don't ever be afraid to modify. If you need to modify, go ahead and do it. Listen to your body. I'm going to go ahead and do the full. Now, be a reminder, you have to engage that core. We're lifting with our glutes, also working our core. Watch your alignment. Again, if you see your reflection or have someone with you, make sure that you're at that plank and you're not sinking down. Gotta lift up those hips with your core. We're gonna do 6 on each leg. So let's begin. Pick the one that's best for you. So I'm right here, right leg goes out, and we lift for 6. Hold it here and we switch. And we hold it here. Hold this plank. Now watch my legs. We're going to do little slow motion jumping jacks here. Out, out, in, in. Ooh, these will really wake up your muscles. Give me 3 more. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Inhale, prepare. Downward dog on the exhale. And stretch it out. Good job. We want to stay here in this downward dog for a nice little stretch. Again, you notice my heels don't touch the mat, and that's okay. Bring that tailbone straight up, engage that core, and just stretch it out. For 3, 2, and 1. Big toes together, knees apart, child's pose. Catch your breath. And when you're ready, one arm goes underneath the other as you rest your forehead on the mat. Let's get those shoulders stretched out. How are you feeling? You should be breathing just a little harder. And when you're ready, switch your arms. And come back home one last time to child's pose and roll it up and come to a seated pose. So catch your breath again in any given moment. You have to take a break, take a water break. Go ahead and do so. You can always pause me. Remember, you have that power. So we're going to continue on. So right now your shoulders should be feeling nice and strong. Your core should be awakened. That was glute. We definitely worked our glute. But always remember, when you're in that plank, be mindful of your posture. What I've been seeing a lot lately in some of my classes, when you're at a plank, I see this or this. Be very mindful. Alignment. So let's continue on. We're going to go to the side now. My last video, I did use weights. Now, if you like using the weights, you could always incorporate the weights in your exercise. You don't have to wait for me. You could always use them. So I'm going to leave them right here as a reminder. And of course, you always got to have a towel to protect your neck or give you support in your lower back. Or if you have the exercise ball, I prefer you use that better for your lower back. So we're going to go ahead and sideline. And we're going to wake up our obliques here. So I'm going to go ahead, stack up my hips. This time I'm going to go straight down on the mat. So my bottom arm is extended. My head is resting on the bottom arm. My hips are stacked. My top hand, the palm is down. Watch my legs. You lift. Ooh. So I inhale up, exhale down. Right here. Engage those glutes to help you, but obliques and your glutes right here. Inhale, exhale. Give me 4 more. Now watch your balance. Take your time. And then 1 more. And then hold it right here. Now your top leg is going to come forward like I am right now. Your bottom leg, my toes are pointed, palms face down, and you're going to lift that bottom leg for 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it right here. Go ahead and extend that top leg. So now we're going to go ahead, top arm extends to meet your other arm. So when I lift my legs, ooh, take your time with this one. Inhale, exhale. Watch your balance. This one's a little tricky. So if you're shaking, that's okay. Give me 4 more. Right here, lift. Woo! You saw that? I almost lost my balance, so it's normal. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly release. I need you to come up. Sit up like a mermaid or merman. My legs are facing my right. And stretch out. And opposite side. Feel that nice stretch throughout your obliques. We're going to do the other side. And then we switch. Again, hips are stacked. Now, if you are having trouble with your balance, your hips need to be stacked. You're more than welcome to use that ball or that towel to put it almost like a kickstand to help you from falling back. Again, don't be afraid to modify, but if you want to do it without any support, just take your time. Again, we begin. My hand is flat on the mat, and we lift. 4 more. Hold it here. Bring that top leg forward. Now the bottom leg lifts for 8. So nice inner thigh work right there. Top leg goes, extends, top arm. Now, as I've always said this before, one side is always better than the other, and that's just the way it is. And we lift. Oops, 8. I don't remember if I did the top leg or not, but you have the choice. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and slowly release. Come into that pose. Now, if you notice in the beginning of the second one, I raised both of my legs. That is an option that you could do. So if you want to raise both legs, you can. On one leg, you can, depending how you feel. If you want it more challenging, raise both legs. Let's stretch it out. Other side. And let's go ahead, face it full. I'm going to face the sun. Ab roll-ups. Now for this one, I am going to grab my weights. Again, weights are optional. If you don't have a weight, I recommend between 1 and 3 pounds. I wouldn't go any higher than that. You're more than welcome to do so, but it's on you. If you don't have weights, you can always go to your pantry and get some canned goods. So if you want to pause me, run to your pantry, get some canned goods and join back in. If not, a water bottle, plastic water bottles will also work as well. Let's begin. So again with the ab rolls. One of my favorites, as you all know, shoulders, hips, feet, even weight. Imprint your lower back to the mat. Very important that that lower back is imprinted on the mat. You can point your toes or flex, whichever one you prefer. Hands above your head. And we begin on the inhale, we roll up. Exhale down in control, and we do 6 of these. Up. And if this is your first time catching this video, here's a modified version right here. Use your elbows. Elbows down, you reach, and back. And last one right here. And then we're going to hold it and bring it all the way down and stretch it out, extend those arms. I'm going to set my weights aside here for a little bit and extend those arms. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our knees behind our knees, roll ourselves up. Now for this one, take your time with this next round. This is we do 3 sets of this sequence. Take your time. We're gonna do the first one, of course, together. The other 2 is totally up to you, depending how you feel. Remember, you can always pause me, take a break, and join back in. It is gonna be tough on the abs. It's a little bit of a challenge. Now, with this one, be very careful with your posture. We begin on our forearms. Now, your shoulders and your elbows right underneath each other. Engage that core. Lift up your heart. Now, of course, the sun's right in my eyes, so I'm gonna have my eyes closed. Be very mindful of your posture. This is where it gets tricky. As soon as we start this one, probably around the 2nd set, this is what happens. You start to cave in your ribs, your shoulders go up. Be mindful. Lift up your heart. Align your neck with your spine. We put our legs at tabletop, where I can see my toes from behind my knees. and then we begin. You ready? We push for 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. The next set is can-cans. Extending your legs up. You tap down in the middle, up, and then you tap to the right. A little spinal twist there. You see that? Up, tap in the middle, up, and then you tap to the left. Up, middle, up, to the right. Up, middle, up, and then to the left, up, and then keep them here, because now we're going to go bike ride. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, and now we scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Take a little breather. How was that? Ooh, you really feel it. Take a little breather because we have 2 more rounds. How are you feeling? Watch your posture on round 2. Let's begin. Lift up your heart, engage that core. Leg come up to tabletop, and we push for 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember those can-cans? Up, middle, up, to the right, up, middle, up, to the left, up, middle, up, to the right. Good job. And then we hold it here, and we go for that bike ride. Push with those heels, engage that core. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here, scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! One more round. You got this. This is where you have to be very careful with your posture. I know you're fatigued. If you hear my voice, I'm breathing a little harder. That's a good thing. Last one. However, there's a little bonus round. After you do those scissors, don't come up. Stay where you're at. We go back. Watch that posture. Tabletop. And we push. 3, 2, and 1. Up for can-cans. Up, middle, up to the right. Up, middle, up to the left. You got this. To the right. To the left. Hold it here. Bike ride. Dig with those heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it right here. Down. Ooh, bonus round for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hold that posture. 3. And slowly come back. Woo! Stretch it out. That was a good one. If that's your first time doing this, trust me, I know it's hard. It is hard. However, as I mentioned before, Pilates is supposed to be hard. Take a little breather. Right now, you could cross your legs. You could do a swan stretch. Just take a little breather. I know that one was hard. Ooh, but it was a good one. It was a good one. So now that you're done with a little break, if you have that towel or that ball, go ahead and place it in the back of, in the middle of your back. I'm going to go ahead and face this way now because the sun is starting to really shine bright in my eyes. And grab your weights. Now weights again are optional. I'm not sure if you saw my last video, But remember those Robin Hoods? Oh, we're gonna do them again, but today we're gonna add. Yes, because it's a good day to add. So watch that posture again. Tailbone straight down, shoulders aligned. Your heart is straight up. Lift up your heart. Grab your weight, optional. You're gonna lean, when you lean back, remember you lean into the, almost a teaser. You're gonna start off nice and tall. Arms in front, and then you pull. You lift with your core. Inhale back. Back. Good job. Pull, just like Robin Hood. Give me 4 more. 4. 3. Last one. And hold it right here. One side only, doesn't matter left or right. I'm gonna use my left. So we pull for 8, 7. Ooh. Good job. Other side for 8. Pull. This is 4. Put those weights down. Ooh. And stretch it out by sitting nice and tall. Ooh, nice little breezes came through. Good job, everyone. Stretch it out, stretch it out. I prefer to sit up nice and tall. Another stretch that I like to do after something like that is the butterfly stretch, where the bottom of your feet are touching. And you're nice and tall, and you lean forward. Nice and tall, opening up those hips, really elongating your spine. And it just feels really good right now with this breeze. Take a few breaths and slowly release. So the next one that I'm going to teach, put my towels back, just to do the last exercise and go into the stretch, is called a jackknife. You're probably wondering, oh my gosh, Lisa, what are you thinking of next? If you're one of my regulars, you know what a jackknife is. We've been doing them for some time. If this is your first time doing a jackknife, that's okay. It's gonna be a little confusing, a little hard, but I'm gonna do it in slow motion. We're only gonna do 4 today because I'm gonna teach you how to do the jackknife. If you've not done it in a while, this is again a little reminder on how to do a jackknife. Now be very mindful with the jackknives. It's your core, not your shoulders. Your shoulders are stabilized, meaning they are working, yes, but your power's coming from your core. Protect your neck and your shoulders at all times. So I'm gonna do the first one. Make sure I got plenty of room. In case you haven't noticed, I'm pretty tall. So for this one, for the jackknife, the modified version, which is this one, you start off sitting up nice and tall. So right now, my shoulders, hips right underneath each other, my core is engaged, my heart is lifted. I'm sitting nice and tall, hands to the side. On the inhale to prepare, so I'm gonna inhale to prepare. On the exhale, I'm gonna fall back. So my legs are parallel to the floor. On the inhale, here's the jackknife. On the exhale, and come back how you started. Did you see that? Now I did do it in slow motion. Here's where, excuse me, I'm sorry, hair in my mouth. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Please do not go into a plow. And the plow is when your feet goes over your head and touches the floor. This is not the plow. This is the jackknife. This is where it gets tricky. Notice how I did not hold the pose. I did it in slow motion to show you. I want to do it again, and I'm going to do 2 in a row to show you. You don't hold this pose. You have to move with each breath. I'm going to do it again. That's a jackknife. Now you're more than welcome to do it on your own. You could pause me and you could go ahead and practice. Normally we do 6 in a row, but that is the jackknife. This is what I don't want you to do. Start off sitting like this. Big no-no. Nice and tall. Inhale to prepare, you exhale back. Now notice, you don't stop here. You don't stop. This is a big no-no. You have to lift. This is the jackknife. Notice how my feet are pointing behind me. And then you slowly release and come back nice and tall. Jackknife. That's probably one of my favorites. It is an exercise because you're using your core. Notice how I went back in control. I did not let gravity pull me. I was in control of the gravity. When I came back up, of course, I was fighting gravity because my legs, don't make your legs very heavy or anchor your legs. Because if you anchor your legs, you're gonna plop forward really quickly. And that's what you don't want. So this is an introduction to the jackknife. You're more than welcome to practice. On my next video, we're definitely gonna do it again. So just take your time with that one. Again, reminder, watch your shoulders. Your shoulders are stabilized. Wanna do it again? Let's do it again. I'm gonna do 2 in a row. Ready? Inhale, exhale. And there you are. Good job. Good job. Now, there is a modified version. Your hands. Now, it's very tricky with your hands because whenever I have people incorporate their hands, they tend to put their weight on their hands. Don't put your weight on your hand. Your hands are only there to support your hips. And I'm going to show you. Prepare. My hands are just placed. They're just placed. And there you have it. Do not put your weight on your hand. If you put all your weight on your hand, oh, you're gonna hurt your wrists. Be very careful doing the jackknife. If you have any questions regarding the jackknife, you're more than welcome to let me know below. If you're my friend on Facebook, on Instagram, you are more than welcome to send me any questions or any concerns. Be mindful with that one. It is a great exercise once you get it. First time's always hard. When I first did it, it was a little difficult because it's like, whoa, I need to do this, I need to do that, where's my breath? But once you do it, it's very rewarding. It is a great stretch. And speaking of stretches, let's stretch it out. So let's go ahead on our backs. And just lay on your back, extend your hand above your head, elongate your legs, and just take some deep breaths here. Good job. Good job today. I know those Robin Hoods were tough. I know that 3 sets on your abs were tough, but you did it. You did it. From right here, I'm going to go ahead and do the angel wings. So go ahead and bring your arms to your side, right next to your thighs. You're going to inhale up and exhale down. I'm going to bring myself down a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Just take your time. Right now, all my weight is on the mat. And 1 more. And hold it right here. And this is something that I normally don't do, but every once in a while it's kind of nice to do. I just like to just put all my weight on the mat. If your lower back is hurting, here you go. Bend your knees. Make sure your lower back is imprinted, and right here, just put all your weight on your mat and just take a few breathers. A few more breaths. Big inhale up. And exhale down and roll yourself up. Yes, every once in a while I like to change things up when it comes to stretching and cooling down. That of course was a little bit of Savasana, when you just lay all your weight on your mat and just breathe and pretty much let it go. Just let it go. I hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns, you could always put it in on my comments. Again, we will continue practicing the jackknife. I think once you get it, you will really enjoy that stretch. But again, listen to your body. If anything hurt in any way, stop doing it or take your time. You really got to introduce your body to these movements, especially if you've never done them before. I appreciate you while watching this video. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. If you're one of my regulars in my classes, I miss you guys dearly. And I'm counting the days till we get reunited again and continue on practicing this wonderful practice that I absolutely love to do and show you. Again, stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.